Hello and welcome to round 7 of the Invictus Racing League F1 League on a Monday night. Tonight we're at America, the circuit of the Americas track. Yeah, one of my, it's not my favourite, but I do enjoy it, and I do feel strong around here as well. The qualifying pace was good, but pretty inconsistent. I could get a good lap on the odd occasion, and I was happy with it when I did it, but yeah, I was also messing up quite a lot of laps, which is very easy to do around here. It's very easy to yeah, invalidate or just make a mistake. So as you can see here, on the going to my final run in qualifying a minute ago, we were trying to be last across the line, because as you can see we're 10th. And starting outside the top 10 here is actually very powerful doing the alternate strategy. So I was trying to be last across the line so that if I was in 11th I could just go in the pits, and if I was further down, if I dropped to 14th, then I'd finish my lap. But yeah, you can see my tyres are very cold because of how slow we've had to go to try and be last across the line. So that's not good. My first lap I did was pretty good. That's the one that put me in 10th, and then I completely bottled my second lap. I was 3/10 up I think after the first sector, and then half spun on the exit of the hairpin going onto long straight. But going on to our final run now, braking at the black box, no lock up into turn 1, which is very easy to do. Nice clean exit. We are a 10th down, as you can see, so not a brilliant turn 1, but I knew there was a lot of time to gain through here, so we throw it in. Our tyres are still pretty cold at this point, but then just turning too early, and once again we have completely bottled qualifying. So yeah, not great, but qualified 12th, so it's not bad, you know. I wanted to start 11th, it started 12th, so get the chance to do the alternate strategy, starting on the mediums, and yeah, it's pretty powerful around here. As I said, the softs drop off pretty quickly. I think we should be the same speed after about 6 laps, if not quicker. So yeah, just hope to have a safe and clean start as usual, and yeah, just see what we can do in the race, and hopefully make up some positions and get in the points. Five red lights come on now. Lights are out, and it's not a great start. Been getting good starts recently, but that one's not great. But we still managed to hold our position, keeping it nice and clean. Foxy down our inside, and you can see there's a big hold up on the left that was actually involved with our teammate. A few people lost front wings, and obviously lost a lot of time there. So we move into 10th position off the start, and through the S section we're not pushing it too hard. We just want to keep our front wing. It's very easy to just run into the back of someone through here, so yeah, just keeping it safe. There's very little point in, you know, there's no need to be right up the gearbox of J. Cole in front of us, as long as we stay within his DRS for when for lap 3 when it gets enabled, then we should be good. DRS trains are actually, I was surprised with how common DRS trains were around here. I thought it'd be more split up, but in practice it looked like it was actually quite easy to stay in someone's DRS, which I was quite surprised about, especially with this third sector here where it was all quite slow. I thought that would break people up, but yeah, so settling into 10th, and on the alternate strategy as well, it looks, we're already in the points, so it looks like we can do something good from here. But obviously we've got the people who had that accident, who are clearly quicker than us. They're going to be coming up from behind, and maybe putting some pressure on us later in the race as we lock up into the final corner. Limitless has a look up our inside, but can't do anything there. And then moving on to lap 5, you can see here I just drive off the track and get myself a warning. That was actually my second warning of the race as well, so I've already got 2 warnings on lap 5. One from that just stupid mistake of driving off the track. Yes, so that's not good. We have to be careful from now on. You can see Limitless behind has already got 3 seconds. and he put some pressure on us there, and that meant we miss our braking point slightly. Just going to look up our inside as well, but can't do anything there. We're already on lap 9, and Limitless was putting a lot of pressure on us while we were just sat behind J. Cole, but yeah, I just couldn't get close enough to J. Cole to make the overtake. Every time I did, I'd just run out of ERS and not be able to get the move done. But as we move on to lap 15 here, we've just been sat behind J. Cole for 15 laps of this race, not being able to do anything. You see Hercules, who is the race leader, who has pitted already and gone onto the mediums. He goes up or inside. No point fighting him. He's quicker than us. We'll just lose us both time if we fight him. So yeah, just let him past. You can see we stick it in lean here just so we don't pressure him too much. Don't want to make him go defensive or anything. So I'll just lose us both times. So yeah, taking it nice and easy into the hairpin as well. You can see we've got Stinton behind us as well, who also net second at the moment. We're just going to let him go here as well, because like I say, we don't want to lose time to J. Cole. And you see Limitless is dropped out of DRS from us when these two overtook him. He lost quite a lot of time, so that's what we didn't want to happen to us. But at the end of lap 15 here, he actually dives into the pits, so it's not going to be long before we pit as well. See, it says there recommends we stop on that lap, but you can see you're on 70% tyre wear, so pretty bad. But see J. Cole in front of us pits, and we decided to carry on, which in hindsight maybe not the best idea, but yeah, you can see on lap 17 we're going to be pitting at the end of this lap. We've got Harry behind us now as well, and Andre, both within a second. Both have already pitted, so like with the other two, just stick it in lean, let them both past. Although it is my in lap and I should probably push it as hard as I can, I think letting them pass is still probably the quicker thing to do, because they're going to be eager to get past as quick as they can. So fighting it would have just slowed me down even more, I think, than just sticking it in lean down the straight. But finally on lap 17 we dive it into the pits, taking it nice and easy. It's easy to crash into the wall there, so not risking it too much. But yeah, so it's going to be an 11 lap sprint now to the end of the race, but the softs go off so quickly that I do have to actually manage it somewhat in this 11 laps. It's not just flat out, it is you still have to manage it slightly. So you see Limitless goes past us there, and J. Cole already, so the undercut absolutely huge. So that's why I probably should have pitted at the same time as J. Cole, because we've lost what, 5-6 seconds to those two. So you've got Beastaz behind us, or Burmeister now. By lap 19 we caught up to Dylan and Cliffy, who both pitted early because they had damage. So those two are on the hards, and we want to get past them as quick as we can, because we've got more medium runners up the road, like Foxy and Bando Biz, as well as Limitless, because Limitless has more penalties than we do. So we want to be getting as close to him as we can so that we can overtake him at the end. And yeah, I think Foxy and Bando Biz were the two others that are in range. You can see we're getting right up the back of Dylan here, which you would expect on the softs. We should have way more pace than he does. But you can see only 14% ERS left, so I've not got much to play with, and he's in the DRS of Cliffy, so it's going to be tough even with the tyre bunch. You can see we get a pretty rubbish exit as well, so under 10%, and we're not making any progress on him whatsoever. We are both closing in on Cliffy, but I'll have a quick look there, but then brake way too early, so nothing I can do, and I get a massive snap of oversteer, because you can go for a move into this left-hander, but not close enough on this occasion to do anything. But yeah, we want to be getting past him as quick as we can, and you know, dropping out of his DRS, because remember, we've got 2 warnings, he's only got 3 seconds, so yeah, if I get another warning, that's a penalty, and that's him beating us. So we get a decent exit out of the final corner here, but again, under 10% ERS, and he's not. His red light just flashing down, so he's got more ARS than us. But we decided to throw it down the inside because I saw a gap. I need to get past him.
Nice move.
And yeah, throw it down the inside. Didn't look like a move was on, but I thought I'd try it. And yeah, it paid off on this occasion, so happy with that. Good move. Probably the best move I've made so far on the wheel, which is something I've been trying to work on, is my aggression and racecraft on the wheel. So yeah, happy with that. But now I've got to get past Cliffy and then hopefully pull away. See, down to 5% ERS, so literally nothing to work with here. And we've got Burmeister behind us as well. He has 12 seconds penalty, so he's not a threat in the race, but he could slow us down if he tries to overtake us later on, because he seems to have pretty good pace. You see, as we go to 0 ERS, Cliffy must have the same, because we've managed to catch him in the DRS late on the brakes, and that's a nice clean move. Up into 10th, so now you can see Foxy 4.5 seconds ahead, but he's got a 3-second penalty, so now we've got to push on and try and catch him. You can see it, it's lap 22, Limitless spins on the exit of that corner. I think we would have beaten him on penalties anyway, because I think he had 12 or 15 seconds, but yeah, that's unfortunate for him. Then moving on to lap 25, you can see we've made it into Foxy's DRS, sorry. Burmeister not far behind us on the 810s, so he's still going to be putting us under pressure on track, but in the race we should be able to beat him pretty comfortably. So yeah, finally got to Foxy, and again he's only got 3 seconds. We're only one warning away. We want to get past him and pull a gap if we can, so that we're not at risk at him overtaking us, and yeah, ending up beating us in the race if we get a penalty. So end of lap 25, going on to lap 26. Get a good exit-ish out the final corner. DRS, we've managed to save a lot of ERS for a bit, and yeah, pretty simple move in the end to get past Foxy, and he actually nearly loses it on the exit, so Burmeister gets past him, which isn't what we wanted. We wanted him to hold Foxy up really, but that was it. Lap 28, Burmeister kept the pressure on until the end. We actually formed a little bit of a train behind us with Burmeister, Foxy and Cliffy, I believe, just showing how much the softs go off towards the end. But you can see Bando in front of us, only 2.5 seconds ahead, but with a 9-second penalty, so we're going to beat him and finish 7th in the end, which is a pretty good result, one that I'm happy with. Yeah, unfortunately our teammate with the incident on that one finished outside the points, as you can see, but yeah, so that's unfortunate for him, but 7th from 12th on the grid. Good drive, and yeah, showing promising signs on the wheel again, making more progress, so yeah, good race. Anyway, yeah, thanks all for watching, and see you in the next one.